Very good morning to all of you students. So we have started our chapter Artificial Intelligence. As you know, artificial intelligence is a way of making a computer or any machine in a similar manner as human think. So today we'll read about future of artificial intelligence. So what will be the future of artificial intelligence? Although nowadays we are experiencing a lot in our daily life of artificial intelligence, but if we are talking about future of artificial intelligence, so it is taking some examples. For example, automated transportation. So can we think any car or any bus without a driver? So an autonomous car is also known as driverless car. It is a vehicle that is capable of sensing its environment and moving safely with little or no human input. Although in 2012 Google began the testing of self-driving car, but since then US Department of Transportation has released definition of different levels of automation with Google's car and classified it as the first level down from full automation. Like currently we are not using full automation, we are behind one level from full automation. Although it is not driverless, but so many things are automatic now in our cars. As you can see, many major automotive manufacturers including General Motors, Ford, Mercedes, Audi, Toyota, BMW and Volvo are in the process of testing driverless car systems. Next example is smart city. So currently not the particular definition is for smart city, that is not universally accepted definition of smart city. So how can we define a smart city? Because every city cannot be a smart city or particularly smart city. That depends on from city to city or from country to country, depending on the level of development, willingness to change and reform resources and aspirations of the city residents. So here are some core infrastructure given. So we can assume a smart city like about flying cars, robots selling products. So these can be some example. So here some core infrastructure elements are given for a smart city. In a smart city, safety and security of citizens, particularly women, children and the elderly. Good governance, especially e-governance and citizen participation. Sanitation, including solid waste management. All these things will be done by some machine or using some machine. Efficient urban mobility and public transport. Affordable housing, especially for the poor. Robust IT connectivity and digitalization. Adequate water supply, assured electricity supply, sustainable environment, good health and education system. Now the next example is for smart home. Although nowadays we are using so many things which are using artificial intelligence, for example Amazon Fire Stick through its Alexa or Google through Google Home. So new home builders and existing homeowners are integrating features that automate a wide variety of tasks and enhance the overall at home environment. Wouldn't you love if you could switch on AC before reaching home or switch off lights even after you have left home or unlock the doors to friends for temporary access even when you are not at home? Do not be surprised, companies are building products to make your life simpler and convenient because all the things will be operated through mobiles or any you can say remotes. So the life will be very easy. Now because nowadays if suppose you forgot to switch off your home's light, so you have to go again or you have to tell some neighbor to switch off the light. But in future when smart home will be there, so that will be very easy. You can switch off the lights from anywhere and even before reaching your home you can switch on the AC so that you can get the cool room. So now although some companies has already started these type of products. For example, Orient has introduced smart ceiling fans that can be controlled through a remote and also an app. Smart home has become the revolutionary ladder of success in the residential spaces, and it is predicted the smart homes will become as common as smartphone one day. So imagine how life will be easier, how much it will be easier for us. The next example is taking over dangerous jobs. Although some machines are working on these type of jobs, for example bomb diffusing, welding, well known for producing toxic substances, intense heat and ear splitting noise can now be outsourced to robots in most cases. So those type of work which are very hard or difficult for the humans, that will be very convenient to do with the machines. Next example is solving climate change. So machines have more access to data than a person ever could be. Using big data, artificial intelligence could one day identify trends and use that information to come up with solutions to the world's biggest problem, climatic change. Even that can be resolved. Next is improved elder care, because nowadays all are working, so it is very difficult for the elder persons or senior citizens to take care of themselves, or they have to they have to dependent on some person of family member, or some maid have to kept. But in future, home robots could help seniors in everyday tasks and allow them to stay independent in their homes, which will improve their overall well-being. Next is artificial intelligence and ethics. Ethics are principles. So the motivation for teaching artificial intelligence and ethics to school students are: first one is the average age at which a child receives his or her first cell phone is decreasing. Although nowadays during this pandemic, even pre-primary students are getting the cell phones, although they were not getting earlier, but now the situation is different. But in general, small kids are using mobile phones. The average age at which a child makes his or her presence on social media is also decreasing. Even now, pre-primary, for primary, pre-primary students, their parents are making their YouTube channels and all these things. So that is also there. We are teaching children about artificial intelligence at class 8 itself, and most of them may build artificial intelligence system by the time they reach classes 11 and 12. So I hope so with you also. Try to make any type of machine. This is therefore the right stage to impart a sense of ethics. The purpose of an artificial intelligence code of ethics is to provide you with guidance when faced with an ethical decision regarding the use of artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence code of ethics mandates that artificial intelligence system should be safe and secure throughout their operational lifetime. It should not be destructive, it should be used only in constructive manner. Artificial intelligence system should be designed and operated so as to compatible with ideas of human dignity, rights, freedoms and cultural diversity. Or artificial intelligence technology should benefit and empower as many people as possible. Use of weapons should be avoided. If an artificial intelligence system causes harm, it should be possible to ascertain why. So cause should be known. The data we use to train the machine should not be biased to color, gender, physical appearance of people. So all these points should keep in our mind while using artificial intelligence or while implementing. So here, although that this graph is not given in your book, but to tell you better in better way, I am using here this figure for pros and cons of artificial intelligence, because every coin has two sides. So here some benefits and some disadvantages are there. Firstly, we are seeing these advantages. doesn't get tired and wear out easily, because human can get tired, but but machines do not get tired easily. Rational decision maker, applications in medical industry, accurate decision making, selfless with no breaks. Now if we are talking about disadvantages, incurs high cost, leads to unemployment because everything is done with the help of machines, no improvement with experience, lacks in creativity. So these are the pros and cons of artificial intelligence. So we have completed our chapter. Complete your notebooks, beta. Be ready for a Kahoot challenge in next class. All the best. Take care.